Our next speaker is Reverend Brother Pratap Reddy. I am delighted to introduce and welcome Reverend Brother Pratap Reddy, Assistant General in charge of education. Brother Pratap Reddy has been a religious brother in the congregation of Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel since 1986. He holds MA English, MA History, B.Ed. He worked as a school principal for 13 years before being appointed as a provincial superior of Hyderabad province. A post held for 5 years before being elected as Assistant General of the congregation in the year 2018. We are so honored and privileged to have you amongst us. It is a matter of great honor for me to welcome Reverend Brother Pratap Reddy to address the participants of the 5th National Conference of the All India Association of Montfort Schools. Welcome, dear brother. Over to Reverend Brother Pratap Reddy.
Thank you, Brother Johnson. Good morning to all of you. Is my voice clear?
Yes, brother.
Okay. I'm here to share some ideas on the theme Montfort in Action for Total Sustainability. When we talk about this these days, we often get mixed up with the meaning of what is sustainability. We all know that it is the ability to be maintained at a certain rate or level. For example, sustainability of economic growth. In our context, particularly, it is avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. And the three pillars of sustainability are the economy, the society, the environment. Hence, sustainability, when taken seriously, it encourages us to frame decisions in terms of environmental, social, and human impact for the long term. We are given an opportunity to convert our schools, Laudato Si schools. In our education system, over the years, we have been inculcating in students the principles of Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, respect and care for the inclusive community of life through various activities and programs. And in the following extract from the congregational documents establishes this fact. I'm not going to read that, but it is, you can. Inspired by rule of life and constitutions, Montfort Education Charter and the General Chapter exhortations, many of our schools, institutions are doing commendable works in the areas of renewable energy, cultivation of medicinal plants, biodiversity and afforestation, water management, waste management, relief to vulnerable groups, simple lifestyle, ecological spirituality, ecological education, etc. The recent document that we have been given is Montfort in Action for Total Sustainability, MATS, is a manifestation of the congregation's commitment to become a Laudato Si congregation, inviting each one of us individually, institutionally, and collectively to embark on a 7-year program toward integral ecology, a holistic perspective, and strategy to promote both a flourishing earth and a flourishing human community. With these great ideals, how do we go about? How do we do that? How a whole school approach can advance the SDGs? We know through MATS, we have been preparing a lot of action plans. Recently, last 2 days, the provincials have presented beautiful things about how they are going to take forward the total action for sustainability. They have planned year-wise, some provinces, and so. But they are only actions to be implemented. But How do we make the whole school approach towards that? The whole school approach should be designed to help students, teachers, principals, staff, parents, and community members integrate the SDGs into school culture, teaching and learning, facilities and operations, and community partnerships. We get further faster if we work as a whole school. A whole school approach helps reinforce engaging teaching methods and move schools toward practicing sustainability. It optimizes learning in synergetic ways and modules of 21st century skills, collaboration, innovation, and action. I am not able to see that first line. Let me take from here, my notes. Okay, data search and determine the best options for action. Educators have both the curriculum and instructional strategies to build these competencies and help students practice them on a project that, whatever its size or scope, can contribute to achieving the sustainable goals. Now, the strategies that we ponder. The strategies are to introduce students to environmental, social, and economic issues. These will vary based on the community and might include, for example, dealing with the single-use plastics, exploring green jobs, understanding food security, etc. Finding community partners is a great first step to make issues relevant and include practical experiences. Provide context and purpose learning. Learning is more powerful when it is applied. For example, data management comes to life when you step outside the classroom and learn to measure, graph the amount of food waste your classmates diverted from landfill and the compost that resulted. Relating this work to specific SDGs, the goal 12, 15, for example, helps make abstract ideas real. The transition. System thinking and other tools for student engagement can link curriculum and social issues, leading to action projects that relate to SDGs. This extends learning, developing hands-on skills, provides valuable life, work experience, and more. Now, use SDGs to guide curriculum and practices. We have a lot of theories about SDGs, and so many talks are given to students, but how do we incorporate that into the curriculum to make it as a whole school program, to make it stand out schools in the society? Adopt inclusive models of planning and decision-making that consider the SDGs. Students, teachers, parents, and community members are valued voices in making decisions and problem solving. They can strengthen relationships by consulting each other through interviews, questionnaires, or small focus groups. Other modules include a council of beings, where participants take on roles of different stakeholders in a decision, including the people, plants, and animals. Council of all beings, you can term it in a different way as you wish. It could be the school parliament, wherein the school cabinet, the eco club or earth clubs that you have in the schools can become the members in that. Then parent teacher committees can become part of that to have a wider discussion, consultations, and decision making. So that would have a great impact, because we are catering to, in India, around 160,000 students, and we have more than 7,500 teaching and non-teaching staff. Now, if all these children can benefit, implement these ideals of SDGs, and that many families, in their locality. And it becomes a different vibration people experience in the society on account of what the school is planning and doing it. So it is very important to have a council of all beings, or you can term it as a school parliament, where they also learn the democratic values. Now, what are the outcomes that we look forward? Enhanced and diverse learning opportunities, authentic experiences and action-based learning, opportunities for students to engage in sustainable projects, improved educational outcomes, development of informed citizens for future success, development of skills, knowledge, and attitudes necessary to create changes in the school and community. Now, how do we go about take that further? Starting from a shared understanding of a school culture, because for us, it should be not just a program of implementing this idea or that idea, but we shall try to make all our Montfort schools in India incorporate this with this, which becomes a school culture, and that is the key for success. So from that point of view, starting from a shared understanding of the school's culture and its unique sense of place ensures that success is not wholly dependent on one principal or one teacher or a club for leadership and energy. The next step is to link the local action to one or more of the sustainable development goals. Framing school learning to the wider world of the SDGs in school priorities is critical to the success of whole school approach. When the school is connected to local partners and turned into real life concerns, students, staff, and parents can work together on actions rooted in what matters to them, making acting on learning, motivating, and sustained over time. In this context, it is good to send out a questionnaire, short questionnaire to parents to find out their priorities and concerns and what they loved about the school. Overwhelmingly, important for them was the environment and getting students outside. I'll give some more idea about that later, a bit later. This is the core value of the school and a foundation to its culture. Students apply their lessons to making a difference globally and locally. That underscores the importance of integrating the sustainable development goals into our thinking and action. It is important for teachers to incorporate these ideals in the curriculum. There are links to science, social studies, maths, and language right from the start. Teachers can see what is possible and can guide learners to curriculum concepts and the big ideas. Through the river and water experience, the teacher can show how her curriculum, the SDGs, and the integration of new pedagogies could all be linked. And so we have to make the theory make it real. To make the goals understood, you have to make them real for children. Big ideas need to be connected to their day-to-day experiences. The program should incorporate 7 elements for schools to adopt as a methodology. People involvement through the process is an integral part. Establishment of eco-school committees. You have already the earth clubs or eco clubs, no? As many children are as members of that club. And every year we take some actions, some activities are organized. But can we go a little further a step in that direction? The core of the eco-schools process, the committee organizes and directs eco-schools activities and consists of the stakeholders from the school environment, namely pupils, teachers, cleaners, caretakers, parents, and governors. The sense of democracy involved and the motivation in resolving initiatives brought forth by the students themselves are products of this process. Environmental review. So the committee will take stock of the things they review, they Work commences with a review or assessment of the environment impact of the school. Pupils are involved in this work, ranging from assessing the level of litter on the school grounds to checking infrastructure or for inefficiencies. Monitoring and evaluation ensures that progress towards target is followed, that any necessary changes are made to the action plan, and that achievement is celebrated. It further ensures that environmental education and care is an ongoing process in the school. Curriculum work. Classroom study of themes such as energy, water, and waste are undertaken by most of students. The whole school should be involved in practical initiatives, for example, saving water, recycling materials, and preventing litter. Where environment and sustainable education is not part of the national regional curriculum, recommendations are made as to how this can be incorporated. Informing and involving. This directly brings the local authorities, businesses, and the wider community involved in the eco-schools process. Eco-schools are encouraged to make ties with external organizations in order to benefit from their experience and expertise. Eco-schools are also encouraged to consider the wider community when preparing action plans. Schools can keep the wider community informed of actions taken through classroom displays, school assemblies, and press coverage. Finally, the eco-code. Each school produces its own eco-code or statement of intent, outlining what the students are striving to achieve. Now, this is becoming very common now in many private enterprises. They have an eco-code, so everything is following the principles of ecology. Now, I shared some ideas with you. See what is possible in the given situations in the places that we are engaged in. We could give a write-up to parents on sustainability measures, actions of the school. It is a good thing that quite many parents may not be fully aware of this. We give a little write-up about the sustainability, how things can be at home and in the school, and what the school is doing also, planned also. So some write-up, a short write-up could be sent to the parents in the local language. Introduce a topic on sustainability in schools. So we could add one particular subject as extra topic for science or whatever the subjects on sustainability. Prepare a schedule of action plans for implementation. So as the provinces have already prepared some action plans for implementation in the provinces, similarly, each school can prepare a chart year-wise, first year, second year. It is a 7-year program, but you can take it 3 years at a time so that you get the overall view of how we are moving towards life. So prepare a chart for each year and display it in a common place for the children, for parents to see and follow the guidelines and all that. Prepare a schedule of action plans for implementation, a chart. Prepare a booklet on SDGs for school students. Can we prepare for each student booklet on the principles of SDGs and what the children can practice at home, in the school, in the society, a small booklet, and give to each student so that it goes to their home. Parents definitely take interest in going through that, and slowly a kind of change also takes place among the parents in their families, in their surroundings, and so on. Then organize interactive dialogue among students through Eco Club or JP clubs or whatever. So from that booklet, point number 4, we prepare a booklet, and periodically, it could be once a month or once in 2 months or whatever the time available in the school, can we have an interactive dialogue among the students? Take a particular topic and let the students discuss. Instead of all coming together, it could be class-wise or however it is possible, you can organize that so that it brings a lot of awareness among the students. 6, introduce wherever possible 5 marks as incentive to students for actions projects on SDGs. Design a plan where projects or whatever the actions the students take, and if it is possible, we could add or give 5 marks as incentive. So that motivates the children to slowly, it brings about a change in their attitudes and behavior and their choices in life. 7, tap solar energy for schools. I think this is already in progress in quite many schools. 8, total sustainability as institutional culture. Now, we must make it clear that ours is a Laudato Si school. So our culture is eco. So when somebody enters into the portals of the school, they should get the difference, what it is. So the institutional culture speaks, communicates, and educates all those who enter into the portals of our schools. 9, introduce recycling of the waste material wherever possible. Now there are machines are available. If you can install a plant there in the school, one corner, so recycling can take place. And encourage planting of fruit trees, which is going on. 11, micro farming wherever possible in rural and semi-rural areas. So it is possible in the rural setup. But however, the students who are coming from the towns and cities, they can also have gardens, roof gardens or whatever. So many ideas are there in that. 12, machines that create water from air. Now there are technologies available at less cost. I think it is implemented already in Spain for the purpose of African continent. But this is available in many parts of the world where water is created through air. 13, adopt a neighborhood for creating awareness on sustainability and implementation of the same. So ultimately, the eco clubs or the school parliaments can adopt a village or a locality in the city or a town where the principles are taken to them to create an awareness and help them to implement these principles so that our Montfort schools stand out in the country as a Laudato Si schools, fully involved in this mission. And just imagine if all of us put our hands together and take on this project with utmost seriousness. Just imagine how much an effect it can create in the whole of country. You will become the talk of the nation. You will become the talk of the world as a group, as a body of Montfort institutions. So let us dream big and start planning and executing. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, brother, for your valuable message.